booking a game for last. My name's MaxMad7, just doing a review for you today on Evolve. I know it's been out for a while now, just catching up a little bit, had a lot of stuff on recently. So basically, people who don't know, who've been under a stone somewhere, Evolve is basically a 4-on-1 game, basically where you have 4 people. Mostly supposed to be human, or you can have part human, part AI versus a computer or human-controlled monster. So for me personally, I really like the game. I'll get into more on the game side of it later on. I'll talk about the characters and the monsters first of all. Let's start with the good stuff, the monsters. So at the moment there's 3 monsters. There's the Goliath, the Kraken and the Wraith. And they are releasing a 4th character, which is like a lava rock monster, Behemoth, I can't pronounce it, so I apologise. It looks really cool. It looks like it's going to be like another Goliath type, with the Goliath is basically a close range combat monster, which is cool to use, probably one of the best ones. That's because he's really good armour, very powerful attacks, and if you're good with it, you can usually just kick some ass. The Kraken is more of a distance type fighter, where you can fight from a distance, and its health is good and its armour is alright. The best attack monster is the Wraith, but it is terrible for armour and for health. So if you're doing a hunt mission, it's usually they're the ones you want to see people be the Wraith, because you know if you get it locked somewhere and get some movement on it, it's not going to last very long, especially at stage 1. Yeah, stage 1 is pretty much dead every time. Where the Goliath is a good fight at stage 1, and so is the Kraken. With the hunters, you have assault, you have support, you have medical, and you have the trapper. Each one so far has 3 different characters, and they're all differently ranged for how they go. I personally thought I'd hate to be someone like the medic, but the medic's actually quite a nice person to be. The supports, obviously, there are all different types of support you can have. It can be like airstrikes. You can put like dusting, so you can dust all the creatures in the area you're in, and also you can just do like I said before, like an airstrike, and you can have Bucket, which is a robot, and with Bucket you can have. He leaves like turrets around, so it'll shoot things around. It's a good thing to have, as I said, to use with support. And another issue with the support you can have with the first character, you forget his name off the top of my head. And he shoots out like a beam, and it will protect one person at a time. So if you have the assault and the assault is attacking the monster, then you can put this beam over the assault and he'll be given a shield. Obviously the medic does as it says, it's medical. It has a Lazarus effect. Or the Lazarus effect, basically, who don't know, is it brings people back from the dead, which is pretty cool to have. They're all different depending on how you want to use it. It's very clever for how it works. And of course you have the assault, and you have one with a shotgun, one with a lightning gun, and one with a flamethrower, and they all have their basic like other ammo. So like usually a pistol, not a pistol, like a machine gun or an Uzi kind of type gun. And you have the trapper. The trapper basically is one of the most important people, but underrated, because when you're out and about, the trapper is the person who you have either the dog, and the dog basically will sniff down the monster, which isn't always the most reliable thing, because sometimes it just stand there, it's a bit annoying for a while. Other situations, you can put down these noise sensors. When the monster goes near it, the monster won't know they're there until it sees them. It will then give a sensor alert, and you can then see the monster's been, so you can go to that location on the map. But then the most important with the trapper is when you're near it, you can then obviously put down your arena, and the arena will lock it in, and you have that time to fight it unless the monster kills the trapper. So basically, with the game itself, annoyingly, as a lot of my friends have said, if you had the beta and played the beta, I played the alpha and the beta, it's a bit upsetting because that's it. After you've played the beta, you've played the whole game. There's evacuation mode, and you have the hunt. And evacuation is basically, there's no extra mode. So if you played the beta, you've played the full game, which is quite upsetting. I'm really hoping that they will add more modes into the game. I know they're adding more monsters and they're bringing more hunters into it, but end of the day, it's nice putting new characters, but you want to have more game. And I want to see them. I bought a season pass. I feel stupid for buying it because I want to get a couple of monsters and a couple of hunters later on. There's the 4th lot coming out soon, and in the summer they're bringing out some more apparently. But I'm probably bored of the game by then, because I'm getting bored of it now a little bit, because there's not a lot else you have to do. And once you've done evacuation, where you have like 5, in evacuation you have 5 modes. And you have like Like you'd have the hunt first of all, and you can choose to do a nest or a rescue. With nest, you have to find the monster's eggs and destroy them. The monster has to try and stop you. You can either kill the monster or destroy the eggs. The monster can kill all of you guys and you're all dead, or it can waste the time down. But the monster can hatch the eggs and have like what's called a minion to help you out. With rescue, the hunters have to go and get survivors on the map. And on the map, basically, we'll look around, and if the monster kills 5 survivors, then it wins. Or if as the hunters, you can just kill the monster. If you kill the monster, you've won. And it's basically it's hunt over and over again. And the last one you have is defend, which is probably the coolest one out of them all, because you have, as the hunters, you have to defend a power source, and the monster has to try and destroy the power source. And if basically it has to destroy 3 of them, and it has minions helping it all the time. And it's quite a cool one to do. But then after that, you've pretty much played the entire game. There's nothing else to do, which is a bit annoying. I'd like to see some more modes in there, maybe like a all monster mode, so you can all be monsters and just like fight to the death. Like maybe 2 monsters and 8 hunters. That'd be pretty cool to do. The maps are big enough. The maps are bloody huge, so you literally can spend an entire session of 10 minutes trying to find the monster. And as a hunter, you do get bloody bored. It can be boring, and that's not what a game should be. It should be about having fun and enjoying yourself. So for me, with Evolve, it feels like a work in progress still. They released it, but they released it already as a freebie with the beta, and you've played the whole game, which is a bit depressing. So I hope if you do watch this and you do enjoy it, give Evolve a go. It is a good game, but once you've played it for a little while, it's a game you want to rent, not purchase at the moment. I'm hoping they release more modes. I'm going to keep mine and hope they do. But if they don't or announce anything to release more modes, I will be getting rid of mine straight away. So with Evolve, I would give it a generous 7 out of 10. Because it's got potential to be better. But if they don't release any other DLC for extra modes, I will drop that to a 6. But it's good to play with your friends, it's a good laugh. I do hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Mad7. Again, this is for Evolve. Any questions or comments, leave a like, subscribe, and catch you guys later. Thanks a lot. Bye.